First Alert Weather Extra starts now.
Hey, we made it to the weekend. Chief Meteorologist Wes Wyatt, some nice weather out there today. We've got USFL, we've got Talladega happening this weekend, Blooming Festival in Coleman, you name it. It's a perfect weekend for any events going on. And if you're getting that garden ready, you picked a good one because we're expecting some dry weather. Another chance of rain coming in here early next week. Let's talk about it. First off, we'll start off with those sunrise sunset times for today. And sunset at 7:23, very warm Friday night. A great evening for dining outside with this kind of weather out there. The high temperatures today, well, we experienced quite the warm-up. Upper level ridge over the southeast, and anytime we see this, we always go a little bit warmer. 85 Tuscaloosa, 82 in Birmingham, 83 in Anniston, and there's a good chance over the next couple days we'll see those temperatures in the mid-80s. Let's take a tour around the state. We've got our First Alert Sky Vision cameras, and we'll start it out here at Young Jewelers in Jasper. Temperature now at 84 degrees. Look at that sky, not a cloud in sight, and all across Alabama we're enjoying the sunshine right now. No clouds showing up. 81 right now in the Magic City. And how about Gulf Shores here in Baldwin County where it's 72 degrees. One thing I want to point out here, notice how choppy the water is on this Friday evening. That wind is out of the south. There is a very high rip current risk there. Of course, the water temperature is still very chilly, but that rip current's a big factor this weekend. But lots of nice weather across the entire state. Montesano here in the Huntsville area. We're at 82 degrees, but what a view. Let me move. You can actually see, I can see with the sun back there about to set in the distance, but what a view. Wind south-southeast at 6 miles per hour. But some nice views from our First Alert Sky Vision network that you can always find over at WBRC.com. One of our nice cameras there we have at Centerville in the downtown area. 82 in Fayette right now, 79 in Haleyville and Coleman. Look at these nice warm conditions out there. Centerville and back towards Marion, Demopolis, feeling the low 80s for the rest of tonight. Again, I mentioned very warm conditions, so it's going to be a night where you may need to kick on the AC later on as these warm temperatures stay in place. In the morning, we start out close to 60 degrees. The air is still somewhat dry, so that muggy meter hasn't really kicked in just yet. The temperature you see here is reflective of what it's going to feel like during the day tomorrow. And with it being a little bit drier, we may see some outlying areas in the morning with temperatures in the 50s, not too chilly. Very mild start to the day. And notice by lunchtime, that quickly, we're back up to 80 degrees for tomorrow around lunchtime. So our weekend forecast features highs in the 80s. We've got a warming trend setting up here for the next few days. This continues into Monday. And notice here on Monday, I want to show you something here on this temperature map for next week. And looks like there by the time we get to Monday and Tuesday, you can see we go from 87 to 72, so that temperature, it does drop off there. That's because of a system that will bring a chance of showers, and we could have some 40s next week for overnight lows at times. We're going to talk about that long-range forecast, go beyond the 7-day, coming up right here on First Alert Weather Extra and more. We're going to be talking about some severe weather that happened over Missouri, showing you some scenes from that impact, and more on the beach forecast outlook and Mickey's Weather Kid of the Week. Always enjoy featuring that here on First Alert Weather Extra as well. We'll be back with more as we continue on this Friday evening. The Next Big Thing gives you a heads up days ahead of the next big storm system. The Next 24 gives you the most accurate and updated look at tomorrow. And the Next 60 gives you a 60-minute advantage against Mother Nature. Knowing what's next, days, hours, or minutes away, this is why we First Alert.
When we declare First Alert Weather Day, it's all hands on deck. We're on your side and in your hand with the First Alert Weather app. While Wes and the rest of the team track changes moment to moment, the app keeps you prepared and safe with video and alerts for your neighborhood. And if the power goes out, no worries, you can stream us anywhere. It's easy and it's always on. Stay ahead of Alabama weather. Just scan and tap and have the First Alert Weather app. This is why we First Alert.
On Good Day Alabama, we treat severe weather with the highest priority. It's more than just meteorologists. Everyone plays a part. Having more reporters in more places takes you beyond the First Alert, showing you the impact that we see on radar. We're live in your neighborhood when you need us. On air, online, and on the app. That's the advantage of having the most reporters on your side. That's the advantage of Good Day Alabama.
Our lives revolve around planning for what's next, like the next ball game.
One hot dog with ketchup? It's the same with weather. That's why we're on your side with the next big thing, the next 60 and the next 24. Knowing what's next, days, hours, or minutes away.
This is why we first alert. Who puts ketchup on a hot dog?
Getting live breaking news and local updates has never been easier. That's because we're on your side with the WBRC streaming app. Need updates between newscasts? You can catch up quick here. And when we're live on TV, we're live here too. Just search WBRC on your Roku, Amazon Fire, or Apple TV. WBRC Fox 6 News is on your side.
Welcome back to First Alert Weather Extra. The severe weather has certainly shifted across the country. I know we were dealing with some very active weather. National Weather Service in Birmingham, our friends there noting yesterday, this was the first week in a month where we didn't have severe weather on Tuesday or Wednesday. It's been quite active, but I want to show you some scenes from where we were seeing some of that active weather. And this was in Polk County. This was in parts of Missouri, among one of the areas that was hardest hit by severe weather that happened last night. Some storms moved through the area, saw high winds, a large hail. Neighborhoods seemed to be at ground zero of the storm. We had some holes in siding. And you know, I saw some images like this in Hale County last week with that hailstorm that moved through. There was a lot of patio furniture with hail damage, but neighbors were stunned, obviously, to see just how much damage there was. And look how it just filled the ditches there after the storm. Looked like almost it snowed. And then there was rain, of course, causing some flooding and blowing rain into some of the garages and flooding along some of the driveways. But just a mess there. Look at that on the side of the house there, but some severe hail damage from these storms in the springtime. And when you get into May and in June, storms like this, that's one thing we really have to watch out for. Here in Alabama, some of the biggest hail producers I've seen have been in those spring severe weather setups and going into summertime when you get those MCSs, mesoscale, what we call mesoscale convective system storms that track across the country, can be some big time hail producers. But again, that was from Missouri last night. But if you have friends or loved ones there, just want to share some of the scenes. And also, I know with the weekend here and some nice weather, a lot of folks traveling, and want to give you a quick update on the weather forecast for the mountains and the beach. Let's check in with meteorologist Matt Daniel.
All right, we had some wonderful weather this week. Either you want to spend some time outside here or maybe you want to head down towards the Gulf Coast. Looking pretty good. This is a view from early this morning. Some choppy waves, but other than that, we got some people already out there enjoying it. Temperatures in the 70s this morning, looking really good. And we'll talk about the rip current threat coming up momentarily. Until then, let's go ahead and get to the forecast, and we are looking at the forecast looking pretty good for Gulf Shores. Here's a look at those temperatures. I'm looking at highs in the mid-70s for both Saturday and Sunday. Lots of sunshine on both days. Notice, though, that southerly easterly wind really picking up around 15 to 20 miles per hour. So that's what's keeping those temperatures a little bit cooler and making those waves move a little bit more. At Orange Beach, we're looking at mid-70s Saturday and mid to upper 70s on Sunday. And Pensacola, mid to upper 70s once again with those winds out of the southeast at 15 to 20 miles per hour. Mid-70s in Destin, beautiful weather there for the weekend. And if you're heading down to Panama City, just a few degrees warmer with temperatures warming up close to 80 degrees on both days. So beautiful weather going into the weekend. Let's talk about the rip current threat, and that will be a main concern along the Gulf Coast going into the weekend and early next week. And as you can see, a high rip current threat expected Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. So if you see those red flags on the beach, definitely want to avoid those waters. Plus, the temperatures relatively chilly, still in the lower 70s, and they'll start to warm up into the mid-70s, upper 70s as we go into May and eventually into June. Here's a look at that Gulf Coast 7-day beach forecast. Maybe you show up over the weekend and decide, you know what, we're going to stay a little bit longer. Looking pretty good. Maybe a small rain chance possible Monday and Tuesday as a cold front moves on through, but other than that, staying pretty dry and beautiful weather for the next several days with highs well into the 70s. 70s and overnight lows generally into the 60s. And maybe you don't even want to go to the beach. Maybe you want to go to the Smoky Mountains. Here's that 7-day forecast going into the weekend. A little bit warmer, looking at mid-80s, but beautiful weather Saturday and Sunday. And yes, we'll have a chance for some rain Monday into Tuesday as a cold front moves through. And you can see those temperatures dropping pretty far down there from the mid-80s to maybe some 60s going into Wednesday and Thursday. But overall, besides that little small hiccup in the forecast, the weekend going early next week, not too bad at all.
All right, thanks a lot. And maybe you're going to be out on the golf course. Beautiful view here from Timberline Golf Course. That's from Mike Bullard sharing that yesterday. What a view out there capturing that sunset. But that was shared on the First Alert Weather app. Share those photos with us over the weekend. If you have our weather app, we'd love to pass those along on television. We're going to be talking more about the weekend forecast, that next chance of rain, the full 7-day forecast, and the long range as we go beyond the 7-day forecast. That is next right here. You are watching First Alert Weather Extra.
Every morning on Good Day Alabama, we know the news that matters the most to you is the news that hits closest to home.
And we know that to tell the best story means going to where the story is. That's why having more reporters in more places is so essential.
Giving you more local stories that impact your family, your school, and your safety.
On air, online, and on the app.
That's the advantage of having the most reporters on your side. That's the advantage of Good Day Alabama.
I hear from people all the time with questions about healthcare, their insurance, and the safety of certain treatments. I'm Morgan Hightower, and I investigate these stories because if I were being taken advantage of, or if my family couldn't get the help they needed, I would want to know how to take action. That's why WBRC Fox 6 News investigates. We're on your side, getting answers, keeping you informed and safe. Contact us when you need a team on your side.
Get pinpoint locations down to your street level on the First Alert Weather app. You can download by searching WBRC in your app store. That's accuracy you can plan on.
I hear from people all the time having problems with their landlord or worried about being ripped off by a bad business. I'm Josh Gann, and I investigate stories like these because if I had questions about protecting my finances or how to save more money, I would want the best advice available. That's why WBRC Fox 6 News investigates. We're on your side getting answers, keeping you informed and safe. Contact us when you need a team on your side.
Get First Alert weather and breaking news. Follow us on Twitter. Search at WBRC News.
Get First Alert weather and breaking news. Follow us on Facebook. Search at WBRC News.
Hey, what a weather forecast we have for you here. No complaints, 80-degree temperatures. It is feeling good out there. And with these kind of conditions, not too humid during the evening hours. Hey, we'll take it all day. Temperature-wise out there tonight, if you're going to that Barons game, you can see, well, it's coming up here soon, 7:05. Maybe you're watching us on the weather app. You'll notice that final out, 68 degrees, and some USFL happening tonight. We got some more big games tomorrow. Be looking for us. We're on the Jumbotron. We'll have First Alert weather updates at Protective Stadium on the Jumbotron, so be looking out for us. We got Monday night and into Tuesday a chance for some rain and storms, and then notice this weekend dry, of course, but next week after Tuesday, if we don't see rain, there's going to be another stretch of dry weather, and this is that time of the year. I know we have a lot of gardens freshly planted. We got some flower beds you may be working on this weekend, maybe some fresh sod, need some rain. Well, that's the only system I see to start next week. Now, next weekend, we could have some wet weather on the way, but it's a very dry setup. There's some of our high-resolution forecast data here showing the specific temperatures. You can see some variations in the outlying areas compared to places like Tuscaloosa, Birmingham, around Anniston. And typically when you see our forecast low, we generally take an average high, average low temperature when you see that on the 7-day forecast. But sometimes the outlying areas can be a little bit cooler. Notice in the morning, this model in particular even drops the temperature down into the mid-50s out here around parts of St. Clair County. If you're out on the water tomorrow, there's probably going to be a lot of fog because tonight, as that temperature does drop into the 60s, it warmed up quite a bit today. That warms that water temperature, so you get some steam rain fog. Lay Lake and Logan Martin on the lakes and rivers tomorrow morning doing a little fishing. Be careful out there around the rivers and lakes early on. 4 o'clock in the afternoon, temperatures back in the 80s. Lots of sunshine for tomorrow, but everybody will see above 80-degree temperatures for tomorrow afternoon. And then we get to Sunday and we start off in the 60s. We're still looking at almost like a summertime upper level ridge of high pressure over the state. You got a lot of sinking air, this big dome of high pressure. That's why no rain for us, but also why those temperatures are modifying quite a bit. And Sunday morning you wake up, it may be overcast where you are. Just make sure you add the shades and the sunscreen to the out the door checklist. If you're going to Talladega, it's going to be sunny in the afternoon. There will be some breaks in those clouds out there later in the day. All right, let's get into that next chance of rain. And this is from the GFS model, one of our long range, some of the deterministic data here. Not too impressive when you look at this. There's some other guidance that suggests we may see more rain than what this suggests, but this happens late Monday night. We're talking after 5, after 6 o'clock Monday night and into Tuesday morning. There's a window there. Hopefully everybody will see a little bit of rain to settle the pollen. Notice the data favors some areas getting some heavier rain to the north and northwest, but even though you don't see a lot here showing up around Bibb or Shelby County, I still think there's a chance we're going to have a passing shower, possibly a thunderstorm. Notice Tuesday on Wednesday, it takes us a little while to kind of kick on through, and on the back side of this we have some cooler air that's going to move in Tuesday night and into our Wednesday. How much rain could we see? Well, this is one of the models, and it doesn't look too impressive, but you kind of get what we're tracking here with this particular system. Notice that stretch back to the west, or where we see some higher rain amounts. Hopefully most areas will at least get a 1/4 inch of rain out of this particular system as it moves on through. But cooler air moves in behind it. Notice the temperatures taking the tumble into the 40s. There's a look at Wednesday morning showing low 40s. Don't put away the jacket. Maybe some upper 30s. Not seeing frost or freezing temperatures, but that pattern certainly looks like a little cool spell will be happening there around the middle of next week. But again, far from chilly this weekend. We have some nice warm weather for USFL football. Go out, check out the Stallions. Should be a lot of fun tomorrow night, and also for the Blooming Festival here in Coleman. 9 o'clock temperature here in Coleman, 67. Notice that 2 o'clock temperature also reaching near 83 degrees. We've got the Riley Green concert that's happening at Talladega, and the temperature there at start time at 77, and by the end of the show we should be cooling off close to 70 at Talladega. Light breeze there Saturday night. The wind's picking up out of the south at about 10 miles per hour for the big race on Sunday. Again, you can watch that on WBRC Fox 6 on Sunday. Here's the First Alert 7-day forecast. And again, dry for this weekend. Highs in the 80s, mild overnights. One more warm day Monday. The rain holds off until 6 o'clock. So the work day for the most part looks dry. And then Tuesday we start off cloudy, maybe some showers, perhaps a storm. Temperatures drop Tuesday night. 40s, and it will be noticeably cooler during the day, but with sunshine, that 74 is going to feel nice on Wednesday, and then Thursday and Friday looks like some dry weather. And I want to bring in meteorologist Jill Gilardi, because Jill, during the newscast at 6 o'clock, I was mentioning as we go just beyond the 7-day forecast next weekend, a system that could potentially bring us some more wet weather. So I can't totally promise dry weather for next weekend. What are you seeing?
Yeah, Wes, it's showing up in the data right now, so we'll be watching that, that's for sure, because we don't want to end up in a drought. And certainly with this pattern, we are trending drier and drier, but there is indication that we could see another cold front as we head into the first day of May. We're talking about the chance for rain, so we'll see if that holds true. Long-range data tends to vary a lot, and I've seen a lot of variability this past week in particular with the long range. So models having a tough time figuring it out. We sometimes have to just wait till that system actually moves in across the United States and we get a good sampling of it. But it definitely shows maybe some more unsettled weather, but I don't see anything, severe jumping out at me right now. I do see some cooler weather jumping out now. I mean, it's been trending in that direction the past couple of days. Originally, earlier this week, when we were showing you beyond the 7-day, it showed a lot of heat going forward. Now we're seeing that cool down, that jet stream shifting southward. This is going into the second, so that front moving through on the Sunday the 1st. Then the cooler air starts to build in as we head into the second and third. So there's that potential. We could see still some cool mornings, maybe not rushing into summer, which would be awesome. As we take a look at the third, again, still cool for afternoon highs in the 60s, lows maybe in the 40s, or on the fourth again if this pattern actually pans out. And then, you know, it doesn't look terribly extreme after that. So again, lots of variability. Definitely, we advise you to keep checking back in with us each and every day when we go beyond the 7-day. It really gives us an idea of where this pattern is heading. But as of right now, Wes, certainly looks hot in the short term.
Yeah, going to enjoy that sunny weather this weekend, Jill. And coming up next here on First Alert Weather Extra, it's time for the Weather Kid of the Week. We're going to check in with Mickey after this. Stay with us.
Getting live breaking news and local updates has never been easier. That's because we're on your side with the WBRC streaming app. Need updates between newscasts? You can catch up quick here. And when we're live on TV, we're live here too, giving you more ways to get caught up with everything happening where you live. Plus, exclusive videos from your First Alert weather team. It's easy to use and it's free. Just search WBRC on your Roku, Amazon Fire, or Apple TV. WBRC Fox 6 News is on your side.
You've got enough to worry about every day. That's why the First Alert Weather Team is on your side, so you can plan with confidence and take the worry out of weather. With exclusive First Alert AccuTrack, we pinpoint storms before they arrive. And with Weather Every 6, you are always informed. Alabama's weather changes fast, but we're working even faster, updating and alerting you first. We know your plans are important. This is why we First Alert.
Every morning on Good Day Alabama, we're on your side, trying to get you where you're going safely. First Alert Traffic updates you on slowdowns and gives you alternate routes. Having more reporters covering the roads you drive on gives you even more info to help you know more about why it happened and when it will be cleared. On air, online, and on the app. That's the advantage of having the most reporters on your side. That's the advantage of Good Day Alabama.
I get calls and emails all the time from people wanting to know how cities, counties, and the state are spending their tax dollars. I'm Jennifer Horton, and I investigate how your tax dollars are being used because I don't want your money or mine wasted or fraudulently spent by politicians in power. That's why WBRC Fox 6 News investigates. We're on your side, following the paper trail, asking the tough questions, and giving you the facts. Contact us when you need a team on your side.
Hey, with all this nice weather, some great conditions for some sky watching. Don't forget the Lyrid meteor shower peaking as we go into this weekend. Look up tonight. Late tonight, you have a better chance of observing some of the Lyrid meteors. You want to look to the northeast direction, but typically if you just look up, you can catch some of those shooting stars overhead. But some great sky watching weather and some good Weather Kid weather. Let's check in right now with Mickey Ferguson.
Mickey's Weather Kids is sponsored by Amherst Federal Credit Union.
All right, I'm here with Raheem Walker. You having a good time?
Yes, sir.
You're doing a really good job.
Thank you.
You don't seem nervous at all. What would you say to a kid out there that's thinking about doing this but might be a little nervous?
Don't be nervous because when you get done with it, you're gonna be like that. I had got nervous for nothing.
Because it's pretty easy, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
And we practice everything, and you're doing a really good job. Now, as far as the weather is concerned out there, we're starting out with mostly clear skies. Let me borrow this arm from you real quick. And what's the temperature in Birmingham right now?
60.
60 degrees. What about in Jasper up there?
57.
And over here into Columbiana?
59.
59 degrees. So we have mostly clear skies to get things started. Nothing seen on radar, and across the southeast we have a lot of sunshine. Did you notice all that sunshine when you were coming in this morning?
Yes, sir.
It looks really, really nice, doesn't it? Well, let's take a look at the forecast. And today's Earth Day, by the way. And what are we expecting all day long today?
Sunny.
Sunny skies. All right. And what's that high way down there in the corner?
82.
82 degrees. Great job. All right. Well, you did a wonderful job for us today.
Thank
Did
you.
you have a good time?
Yes, sir.
All righty. Well, kids, if you want to do the weather with me, get your parents to sign you up. You have to go online to WBRC.com and do a search for Mickey's Weather Kids. It's sponsored, brought to you, made possible by AmFirst Federal Credit Union. So just get your parents to click on the Good Day link, and kids between the age of 5 and 12 can enter, and every kid who's picked gets a Mickey's Weather Kid gift certificate from AmSouth. How much is that worth? About $25, isn't it?
Yes,
Okay.
sir.
You know what you're going to get yet?
Yes, sir.
You don't? You've got plenty of time to think about it.
Yes,
all right, that's a look at what's going on. Way to go, Raheem Walker.
Great job, Raheem Walker. Great job. And by the way, if you want us to schedule a weather visit, come speak to your class. If you go to our website at WBRC.com, teachers, just go to Weather in the Classroom. You can sign up there. We get the emails. We'll bring the guitars out, sing some weather songs, talk weather safety. We have lots of fun. So sign us up. Or sign up there. We'll let you know. We'll reach out to you and schedule one of those weather visits. But 7-day forecast. We got some nice weather this weekend, Saturday into Sunday. Again, that chance of rain coming back Monday night and into early Tuesday morning. I'm Chief Meteorologist Wes Wyatt. Thank you for staying with us here on First Alert Weather Extra. Hope you have a wonderful weekend. I'm back tonight with updates at 9, 9:30, and 10 on that forecast. Hope you'll join us on the news later this evening.